Hey everybody, welcome back. We're once again doing another stream to raise money for Starlight Jones Foundation today with some Super Animal Royale. So, we weren't here last time. Let me just quickly go over what's going on this way. So, today, from the 10th to the 31st, I'll be doing, my live streams will be dedicated to raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation. They do a lot of pediatric work for kids. Let me pick up the thing. Their gaming stations provide hospitalized kids a sense of normalcy and distraction from the stress and anxiety that often comes with being in a hospital. Powered by Nintendo, their gaming stations are designed so they can roll anywhere in the hospital, letting kids play video games in the comfort of their bed or in a playgroup with a group of kids. Become more portable with the Starlight Gaming handheld, which can go wherever a child must go without needing extra space or an outlet. Since 1992, they've provided 7,500 gaming stations, delivering happiness to over 13.4 million kids at almost 1,000 hospitals in all 50 states and Puerto Rico. Yeah, they do some really good stuff, but let me quickly go over the rewards again. So, every donation worth at least $5 makes me eat a Bean Boozled Jelly Bean. If you donate at least $15, you can just save for PNG or image on my stream. You can generally, if you need to send me the picture, you can just hop on my Discord and I can receive it there. At $25, we can set up a time to play a multiplayer game on stream. And as for the big milestones, at $100, my channel's first 2 animated emotes. And at $200, I'll stream a playthrough some real furry trash. There's a poll on Tiltified for which one you want to choose. I'm not telling the actual names, but you might be able to guess the games if you know what I'm talking about. But also, as of last evening, I got an extra update for rewards. For every $10 you donate, you get an entry into a giveaway that my team is holding. They have 10 prizes to give away for now, including a Nintendo Switch Lite. When the event ends, my moderator here, Crash McCloud, will I'll shout right there. We'll collect all the names and we'll have a random drawing for prizes, and that means you could possibly win one of these prizes, including Nintendo Switch. Yeah, pretty exciting. Also, it's pretty exciting that we had a really great day last day getting amazing money. I think my pal Foxy Eric, we had a really good stream playing Resident Evil Village, like crowd control and mod that put his character in the game. So that was like a 1,500 raise. Let me double check the Tiltify. Yep, he raised 1,241 last night. Real good job, Eriku. Let's hop into the game. So yeah, did say I was going to do Mario, but I learned that this weekend is a double experience weekend, and they start up the St. Patrick's Day event, so, you know, who might have said no to 2 big events going on at the same time. The Season 7, I think, is just around the corner. Pretty sure it's Season 7. Check it that quickly while we're just sitting around the campfire. Game starting. Don't worry, I have time. Yep, popping up March 28th. Yeah, that'll definitely be exciting. Might play a few matches when that rolls around. We'll see. Anyway, let's drop in and get shooting. Uh-oh. Stay back, buddy. I got a shotgun. No, it's a lie. I got a magnum as well. A big iron, buddy. Ducky, stay back. Okay, no, but definitely got to get something better. Got over here. Someone was here. Tell by the banana. I remember recently reading about how some folks were, especially in the cartoon area, were reacting to Scott Adams' big old rant about race and stuff. And I just remember a really funny bit from Candorville. It's not a comic I read a lot, but I noticed it a bit when in an article I was reading. How he did like a strip of comics where celebrate his new graphic novel coming out. The creator went on vacation, had someone called Scott Madams or whatever their name was do a strip for him, like week of strips. I remember one of them was like, not Dilbert asking how the main character likes his coffee. He says black, and then last panel he says you don't like any black in your coffee, and then you can see just Dilbert pouring a whole jug of milk into a coffee cup. Yeah, I used to really like Scott Adams back in the day. I even had a Dilbert Halloween costume one year. Just thought it was kind of funny, and, you know, a bit more dry than usual humor you see in comic pages, but I liked it. And later on I realized that Scott Adams was kind of nutty, you know. Men's right activism, racist, you know. Uh-oh. And it's getting hot. Let's get out of here. But yeah, no, I'm pretty much fine with just putting away all of the comics of him that I used to like. And I know some people see Harry Potter gamer like, nostalgia. And I can like, oh yeah, well I just play like years and years worth of Scott Adams comics, so if I can do it, so can you. Debatably motivational speech by some furry on the internet. I'm just imagining trying to turn it into like a stupid motivational thing where it's like, I can repress, and so can you. Except, you know, it's not trauma about some accidental murder you did, but instead it's about the fact that you used to like this one guy. You know, much healthier thing to repress. Alright, I'm too impressed with my AK, but Sans pistol honestly isn't that great in my opinion. It doesn't have as much ammo as just picking up 2 dual pistols. And the fact that it's silenced doesn't really matter too much in most modes. Wait, I do gotta check what special mode is going on right now. Not sure if it's Walking Dead or Star vs. Rebellion one. I'll just grab this for now. Really not like it. Okay, when there's other stuff I can grab. Oh, I see you. Here we go. A Vaporwave AK, complete with its unique firing noises. I mean, that'd be about other AKs, but the fact this one has its own unique noise to it makes it extra special. Uh-oh. Oh, phew. Wasn't rolling fast enough to knock me over, to hit me, damage me, but a little bit scary. Ooh. I'll just leave it there for anyone else who wants to walk through. Sleeping Witch, slap down a few bananas, just in case anyone wants to pop down that way. Anyone chilling by the campfire? Wanna roast some s'mores? Moving down this way. David done goofed. Repeat, David done goofed. Oh. There you are, little grenadier. Get over here. Oh, he's up there. Pretty sure he's up. There you are. Yeah, I know you couldn't stay in the gas that long. Plus, we got a T. Flat boots, banana slip, pitch ball, emu armor, quick kill, and specialty ammo weapons. Okay. Yeah, I might not have been playing that much this week, but you know, it's pretty convenient that I decided to play in a double experience week when all those weekly goals I could have beaten earlier now worth double. It's not being lazy, it's being efficient. Well, it's more being strategic. Also, I did learn something interesting today before the match started. And it's Mario related too, so that's double. An extra bit of interesting. Capture. Remember the boss of Chapter 1 in the Koopa Patrol? In a German name, they actually have names based off the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We have Yellow's Italian for Citronello, which is Italian for lemongrass. Manzano, Italian for eggplant. Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. Asparago, Italian for asparagus. Now I can sort of give them official names if I want to. And I probably will. Or you know. Now have names for those guys. Yeah, really hoping to get some more donations today. We're a fifth away from getting those emotes and a 10th away from making me play some furry trash. Kind of game which will make me feel very awkward all the while I'm playing it. Because I know it's kind of furry trash that some people really like. Not just in because it's a fun game to play way. Right, gotta get some banana slips, so let's try and get those in today. And just grab everything else here. Wookiees are down. Wookiees did not win. Sorry, Wookiees, but I'm not speciesist. I'm not gonna let you win just because you're Wookiee. I'm better than that. Spine may disagree, but, you know, that's what happens when you believe in equality. It means not letting someone win just because they're stronger than you could break your neck in a second. And it's kind of surprising making Star Wars references, given that, you know, I'm not at all a real fan of it. Never really got into it. I think I watched episode 4 and 5 and was disappointed because episode 7 was just basically a rehash of episode 4. New characters, so yeah. And of course episode 8 tried to do something new, but episode 9 forcibly dragged it back into just repeating episode 9. And of course pulling Emperor Palpatine out of its ass so hard that the writers now died of anal bleeding. Look, it's not a pretty statement, but it's a fact. That's practically the definition of an ass pull. It's like, it's the truth. You can't stop me, no matter how much you yell at me. Yeah, the drill freak. Go ahead, tell me to shut the fuck up. It only makes my opinion stronger. No, it only makes me voice my opinions even louder. Yeah, that account has lots of wacky tweets. I should look it up more sometime. Most I know the one where he flips over a grilled barbecue during the 4th of July into the 4th of shit. I'm not owned one. Oop. And one where he rides away on his bike, leaving a big old cloud of dust with his dead body inside of it. Right, I also gotta go get beach balls. Gotta celebrate the summer even though it's 3 months away. Look at those tuner. As well. And in the heat of war I can still stay cozy. Surprising so few people remember that. I know we're all out for each other's blood, but that doesn't mean we can't be cozy. Ow. Come on, buddy, you need to kill in 7 seconds. Ah, thanks for running, jerk. I could have gotten that 10-second kill paid still. See someone that way, but we're just gonna zip over here, enjoy the beach a bit. Just get those crabs a little pumped up for, you know, gotta get the crab dance. Definitely think of like Mar10 and what I might be picking up there. There's a lot of stuff there that I'll have to look at it. It was like that cute little game, another farming roguelike, which is like a little sort of farming puzzle game where you grow crops, try and make rent for the week. It's like a cute little game I might try out. I'm not sure if it's going to be a stream game, but it's definitely, it might be a little fun thing to pass the time. Yeah, I think that's something up stream. Ah, yes, the gay pride bed. If me and Eric could cuddle in the game, we'd probably be doing it there. I'm not saying I am gay, but I'm just definitely undecided is what I'm saying, you know. My current guess and very vague guess is like asexual but pan. So, you know, like I don't feel like I got much traction, but you know, not really attracted to anybody, then I guess I'm technically attracted to everybody. Jeez, what's going on with the ping? Oop. I remember having some ping problems yesterday. I'll have to maybe ask about that. Oh. Reference Turf's gonna have to wait. We got gas. Ah. Filled by Daisy with some of those fancy letters. Oh, sorry about that, just got a Discord notification. Just channel I needed was letting me know that someone was playing some Fortnite. Yeah, it's good for gaming, which does like a lot of charity stuff, and just wanted to make sure it wasn't anything too important. Of course, the one time you don't check is when someone's letting you know their house is on fire, they need you to save them. But no houses were on fire, it's just Fortnite. While I'm waiting for these matches, I usually like just look at some of the art I liked on Twitter. Like, I can pull up this one up from Hamster Paradise. There's some Japanese artists. There's lots of little cute art with hamsters. This little guy wants his friends to model, but they're all too shy. Oh, he's grumpy. He calls up his little friend in a black outfit. He's asking him to model. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Dapper little guy in his little hat and vest. Handsome little guy. Also a good one. Cats are up to no good. Fish and chips. Alcohol beverages available. Yeah, that cat's gonna get drunk, I bet. Oh. Game capture, there we go. I don't know how rowdy cats get when they're drunk. Maybe you don't know. I know. Stare off in the with a 1,000-yard stare. They're like screams, glass breaking, and cats yowling. Oh. Ah, not quite. I don't think that guy saw us, or at least didn't. Something good in here. It's a slight bow. Low 3 armor. And a better gun. Sorry about that. I thought I heard someone talking. Just wanted to make. Wasn't sure if something was going on. Everything seems fine. Yeah, might know our dog Desi. She's a pretty old girl. She's basically she has these sort of muscle spasms where she's not able to walk for a bit, and they usually happen at night. But I think most recent one was like in the day when we had my baby cousin over. Well, no, baby nephew. Big difference. I just wasn't sure if that was one of those was going on right now, and you know, if it was, I definitely would have paused the stream just to go check on her. It's usually she just hangs out with my dad because she's daddy's girl, but you know, if she's having problems like that, I'm always gonna go check on her because she's my girl. Maybe daddy's girl, but she's my girl as well. Clear out, everyone. This is mine. Fine, I'll take the Jaguar. You guys can take the right over the M16. Oh. Probably should have healed up at their slush cup. Yeah, honestly, I would have taken the M16 over the gun just so I can have a bit better range. And the SMG's better at close range, while the AK and M16 line are definitely more, you know, jack of all trades. Yo. Just running away, probably for the best. Keeping on going down the hallway. Oh, what the? Yeah, I just got a little warning that the. No, it's disconnected for a sec. That's. Bye, bot. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to figure out what's going on. I mean, luckily it happened when no one else was around. Not too bad, but still. I'm just occasionally shooting up all of a sudden. I'm definitely gonna get that fixed by Tuesday. My next stream on Tuesday. Oh. Up. There he is. Here, buddy, like deer hunting? God, I'm just flashing back to some time I was watching when Philip was playing the Animal Crossing update that added Brewster in the cafe. He's doing that little part where first you have to find Brewster and convince him to come back to the island with you. And like, he went to the island. He was like, "Hey, Brewster, you like clay pigeons? Personally, I find them overrated. I'm more into the real steel." And as he did that, he put a PNG of some hands all wrapped around a pistol and pointing it. And the screen made it look like he was going into first-person view to hunt down Brewster, complete with some Metal Gear Solid music as, like, where is he? I can smell the Americano on his breath. And when we found Brewster, he'd hid behind a tree and basically he pretended to shoot Brewster, firing the shot. Brewster vanishes. It's like, got him. Starts playing some little Miitopia victory music. That game was a pretty cool, neat little game for what it was, and definitely had some real slapper music at times. Okay. Breach and clear, breach and clear. Mission accomplished. Also lately I've been getting like some Doug videos. He does some pretty goofy stuff with the chat. Yes. I'm just trying to remember one of them. Oh, you also gotta check out the RT gaming video here with that Wallace and Gromit game Telltale made. That looks like it's gonna be interesting.
Today?
Yeah, sorry about, yeah, like he's doing some, like doing the randomizer with Twitch chat, throwing stuff at him. Trying to run a successful park in Planet Coaster, but random disasters happen every 5 minutes, like having to pay all the janitors maximum, being done 10 burgers places. Oh god, this was a good one. GTA 5 with only voice, but the thing is, if you run into anything, it kills you, so. Of course, he's trying to be classy, so instead of saying words like left or right, he says tally ho to go left and toodle pip to go to the right. So, you know, when things are going rap and he's going screaming, toodle pip! Toodle pip! The screen just. And of course, he had a mod on which makes the drivers all just drive like, you know, like something like stereotypical Boston traffic or something, so just add even more chaos to it. Okay, we might be able to get a quick kill here. Oh, no, they're landing outside. That's definitely going to be a bit of a problem, but. Thanks for the help, Dylan and Trixie. Oh, someone shot me with an arrow. I was wondering what happened. I was wondering why I have a gaping hole in the chest. Maybe not gaping, but, you know, decently sized. Not sure how big an arrow is, or a sparrow for that matter. Imagine it hurting. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get this thing checked out. I may or may not have to end stream early if this keeps going on, but we'll try and soldier through. Oh geez. I thought I had more pistol ammo on me, but we're running low, Chief. Okay, there we go. Got some more. And just mentioning Boston Drivers reminds me of this book I read growing up called How Rude. It was basically like a manners thing for teenagers and stuff. It's actually a pretty funny book. That guy had a pretty good author had a pretty good personality within some little images. I think at one point he's talking about how in some cities people see these signs as meaning this applies to everyone but me. Shows a few signs like stop, this means for everyone but me and stuff. And I think in Boston he mentioned in particular, if you get run over on the sidewalk, the person will get out, run back to you, and then give you the finger. Yeah, I still remember that book pretty good. It's pretty funny stuff. Thought I heard someone shooting, but you know, we've got to go walk around in the water pit. Fancy club boots. Not sure how they make you walk faster in water, but you know, I'm not arguing with getting a power up. if getting instant ramen lets me get more items, then I'm fine with that. Because yeah, I have been playing Lucky Landlord a decent bit. It's a fun little roguelike game where basically you're trying to pay your rent to your evil landlord, and you have to do it by playing a slot machine and adding like symbols to the wheel and such. I've also been working through getting most of the civil-based achievements in that game. You know, stuff like have to kill a thief and have to give 500 gold before final rent payment, or have 5 diamonds, the suit kind, on the board. Because they're diamonds as in the suit and diamonds as in the gem. I should survive that one, that was close. You know, if you take 2 shots when you're at max health, it doesn't kill you, I think. That's at least what I remember. It's 3 shots where you really have to panic. Just gotta drop everything again. One is okay, 2 is worrying, 3 might be dead, 4 you're definitely dead. But of course, the second issue is having to get away before the other person kills you. Sure, it can deal some decent damage, but it's over time, so they can probably kill you first. Counts as a kill if you kill them afterward, though. I think so. Because I know projectiles normally just vanish when you kill someone, if that's my knowledge. Oh. Man. Oh. It's got some range on it. Wait, also some big news. The Kuso Grande bracket matches start today. You might know I've been playing a few of those over the past month. Since I've gotten like first in the Top Gun game, second in a game called Rick Dangerous 2 for the Amiga, I think it was. Ooh, M16. Third in Jurassic Park game, and first in in a game called Bad Cat, which is definitely not a good game. Definitely like the Amiga or something. Run away, get patched up. Phew, okay. Here. Mushrooms. Drinks. Okay, good. That managed to work out. And for the classic tactic of having to bring my emu to someone's face and then having a peck at them. Let me. 2 folks. Going in the cubicles. Dilbert, in here? Ranch or Cool Ranch? Ranch or Cool Ranch? Yeah, I just vaguely remember that weird Dilbert, quote unquote Dilbert video where it's at one point Dilbert goes around shooting these fellow employees, and at one point he asks Alice, Ranch or Cool Ranch? As if that's gonna determine whether or not he shoots. Yeah, definitely kind of grim, but it's real humor, I guess. Oh. Hi, monkey. Oh. Hey, top of the food chain. That was a close one. Yeah, especially that time where like just sprinting through folks since I had like no health or armor left. The banana slip enemies is the last of today's goals. And then there's just the weekly ones, which definitely take less, which I can definitely focus on after that. Emu, break armor, special elite weapons. I want to see if I can get 3 in a row. I don't think I have that advancement yet, or whatever they call it. Basically, the game's version like achievements where if you get them, you can unlock little accessories to wear. Yeah, definitely excited for this the bracket rounds of Cuso Grande. I'm not playing this weekend, even though I said I'd definitely be looking to play on a Sunday, but I'm sure we'll be able to play next weekend or something. Yeah, I'm curious what kind of jank they're going to be giving us once we get into these bracket rounds. Definitely probably some of the high-end Cuso. But yeah, I've definitely heard bad stuff about bad cats from a blog I read back in the day called VG Junk. It doesn't update anymore, but it definitely talked about a lot of cool old games that I haven't heard of. I remember the guy having very little good things to say about Bad Cat. Oh, hey there. I thought you would have used the shotgun there, because that's definitely the best weapon to use at close range. Basically fully empty on armor health bar if you're right at close range, but really doesn't do good when you get farther away. Anyway, I don't need the claw boots anymore. I already got that gold for the day. Shotgun. Got the fancy dart gun. What do we got in here? Oh. Someone woke up the cats. How you feeling? Look right to slightly fancier piece of ruined armor. That one up. Oh, uh-oh. Go, lady. You up here? Well, nice try. No, but just saying nice try reminded me of this little thing about this. It's a SNES golfing game. I forget the exact name. Some guy's birdie try it was called in Japanese. It's definitely named some popular Japanese golfer who, you know, I obviously don't follow golf, Japanese or otherwise, but in America they made it like robot golf or something, you know, partially because Americans like their robots and partially because I'm not sure how many people would have recognized the guy. I just don't know why that pops in my head. Just stuff does that sometimes. Oh. Let's try. You ain't goated. You ain't goated at all, buddy. We'll take your Tommy gun though. That's probably goated. Who got here? I'm looking for 3 for 3. Anyone in these houses? How about overtime? Anyone doing overtime? At least a few more things with a circle to shrink for really get in. Oh. In. A bit while the chest moves around a bit. Oh. Where'd you go, buddy? Yeah, I'll go with Dart Flank gun. I need to get some kills on that. There you are. There's that cozy up. I was just trying to see if I could shoot those barrels quickly, because, you know, standing right next to an explosive barrel is always a terrible idea. But you know, a ton of it. Don't know the fact there's explosive next to you, and the next second, seeing your legs. So. Get over here, Carmen and Miranda. That was your name, right? The... I'm gonna play with grenades? I'm fine with that. You have your thrill. I'll be hanging out right here. Yeah, if I had a sniper rifle, I could just try and use the control snipe at him. Oh, there they are. Ah. That guy's won the match. I normally always say that grenades aren't that great because you can just see them coming from way too far away, but yeah, and then you see something like that, it just actually really kills me with 2 grenades. Well, there goes that win streak. Still feel pretty good about hitting 2 out, but I have to, you know, just check. It's time to check up on what. Too much now. Our Fox is doing some song raffle. I think he was the guy who's... Yep, he's a creator for Super Animal Royale. He has the skin for one of the Fox emotes, so that's neat. Anyway, time to jump. Go into the Mer Woods. You guys all want to just down to me. Your friend, Pet Chicken? That little guy hanging out there? Yeah, I wish I'd been a bit faster in the taunt draw, you know, just shoot down her emote and say, well, look who's walking. Look who's got the pistol now. And now I'm just making me flash back to Game It Out video where he was playing a prison simulator, like a prison guard, and you have to manage prisoners. Oh, yeah, just so I can walk through without worrying. Behind me. I'm in the bathrooms. Ooh, I just noticed it's like 2 months away until I think the We Love Katamari remake comes out. Really pumped for that one. Definitely going to be a day one purchase if assuming it comes out on Steam as well. I'm assuming it will since they did it with Katamari Reroll, but yeah, that'd be cool. Also being what's going to be Micro May that month. haven't got any micro pieces, but you know, maybe I'd be tempted to get one sort of themed around Katamari, you know, just like shows Katamari with like some random little bits and bobs and like coins, fish pins, a little pencil or two. Along with a tiny version of me getting rolled up in it. That'd be a neat little piece to do. I might consider that. If it's write that down my possible art list. Yeah, if I do get that game, that's definitely going to be a game I'm streaming. Hey, bud. Probably should have whipped that shotgun out just a second too earlier. Oh geez. I'm hot. Speaking of hot is VGNJT. Now hot because of full of heated lead. And it's full. Then gonna do some banana slips. Alright, that one's not open. In here? Oh. Something out here. Got a lot of people here. Let's clear out a bit and let some of them fight each other. Maybe just hang out in the lab just in case. Hello. Yeah, this SMG I think does better than M16 when you get that close up. Quite a few levels this run so far. Right, animal pass. Yeah. One permit hat. It. Crocodile tooth necklace. Serum. Find it so I can mark that. Otherwise, just gonna keep saying, hey, you've unlocked something, go take a look. There it is. Here's a necklace. Pretty fancy, but I kind of like the little bunny pendant, you know, rabbit and all. And especially since it's Year of the Rabbit. Oh, right, I was clicking that to see what. But I think I might got all the pieces. Let's see. I'm not seeing what the St. Patrick's Day out things are. Right, I do gotta pick up the season's DLC. Season Pass DLC, whatever it is. Just so I can do my basal RP. I'll just walk up to someone and say, Sonny, there's no way out of this, is there? And start trying to stab him with the... No, I tell him that everything is going to be okay and then just start beating him to death with the shears. I do apologize for that being spoilers, but you know, I've definitely seen my stream, you've probably seen it before. Won't be touch animation for a crab gotcha game. Gonna have to watch that later. That's always fun. Here. Grab the armor, whatever's in the crate. Blue pistol, that's cool. Dancing there. Oh. Okay, if all you could just focus on someone else then. Or not. Also, I seen the Brock Investigator's got a lot of cool accessibility features recently. Brock might be a game I'd play sometime. Heard good stuff about that one. And it's furry, so you know. It's always going to be something as well for my channel. Who's bopping me? Was that you, McQueen? Were you hitting me? Fine, we can dance if you want. Yeah, I guess there's everything going on so far. Just checking, you know, social media, Discord and stuff quickly while we're just waiting because, you know, big pops, I don't want to get up. That's it. Well, I think she's going to be voicing someone in the second season of Fox and Fedora. I can't say who, but, you know, something, you're the rabbit. Rabbit's not gonna be good, just to warn ya. Definitely a character you know if you've watched some of Fox's streams, but and I think I've actually seen that character in one of Fox's streams as well, so that's definitely gonna be something. The writing's all done. Speaking of which, I'm about halfway through episodes 5 if you're curious about how far I am. It's been slowing a tiny bit because I've had to, you know, split my time between raising money for charity, writing for the script, and other stuff like, you know, trying to find a full-time job. Because, you know, still my parents, they want me to get work. But, you know, it's going along. Should hope to be able to get some good bit of it done today. Shotgun. We'll use a bit of music place when you go in here, like with the other club. Now I'll take these little pistols. I like those better, to be honest. That's just you can actually get legendary pistols. Yeah, definitely gotta get moving out here. Oh. Hey, bud. Retrospect, I should have smacked him to death because I know there's. I still think that I have an advancement that requires me to beat folks to death with my chicken. That, and besides, it's a lot funnier to kill with rubber chicken than with dualies. And probable weapons are funny, aren't they? Not just shooting someone, you just smack them to death with a big old rubber chicken. Like, what's in that rubber chicken anyway? What makes it able to kill people? Cement? Knives? Simply just covering up something that's decidedly heavier, like a baseball bat. Alright, the box. Let's go let some poor idiot try and get some cool stuff. Let's ride our emu bit. Just try and get that one advancement. Or that one goal. Why not funny my little guy's going, ooh, when is emu who should be doing that? Not the one getting high off mushrooms, it's emu. Naturally sourced. You know, and up here at Thomas's workshop, I see someone. Banana. Bot, judging by the way they're moving. Oh. Better fight back, buddy. You don't fight back, you can't win. Wiggles. Oh. That's fine, you can shoot him with a sniper rifle. He'll just take all the damage for me. Ooh, cup grade. Just forgot about that. Anything else? in there. Like walking in range of my egg gun. Come on, who wants the cloaca camp? Burn those eggs in there. That's not gonna do anything bad to the chip, sure. Well played, McQueen. Pretty sure I killed you before, so I guess we're even now. Well, Emu and specialty weapon. Sorry about that, just needs a water break, of course. Talking too much gets tiring, you know. And that was a coughing break, so we don't have to hear me coughing right into the mic. You know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't like having to hear someone cough in their lungs. Ooh. There we go, just notice the game capture was just a tad off. There we go. Just notice game capture was a little bit off screen because of the Starlight Children's thing. That's just gonna be there temporarily for while we're doing the whole cherry thing, so that way, you know, you can see how the team's doing. A lot of folks up here. Too many weapons. Probably gonna be a lot of running or smacking. We'll take that. Grenade and basic armor. Surprised you aren't able to pick up armor automatically when you rock over, but then again, there's the whole achievement game without using armor, so I guess it makes sense. There we go, that's much better. Alright, full seems cool. I need to get some slips in. Yeah, if there are any games that are, I should mention again, my birthday is coming up on the 16th, although the stream for it will be on the 17th, since, you know, I'm going to be busy that day with some family and all that. So, you know, if there are any games that you know I like that you want to see me play, let me know. Quite a few I could do. You know, Streets of Rogue, I could play Katamari again like I did for the streamer subathon, like a lot of cool stuff I could do. Maybe Trombone Champ again. I know it had some new songs in there, including some really high level songs, and I think I'm just about at the end of the game where all I have to do is defeat Trozam. Where'd you go, Cupid? I know I saw you up there. Sorry, Snow. I'll go back. I'm back next winter. Yeah, speaking of seasons, I know daylight savings time is coming up tomorrow. You know how much you all love that. I don't really remember what the reasoning for daylight savings time was and why we're still using it. Oh well. Hope you won't confuse too many folks who are playing in Custa Grande tomorrow. Well, folks have big stuff going on that day in general. Oh. Shouldn't be drinking right next to the treasure, buddy. Might fall into the whole loot you dug up and die. Or I could just pop a cap in you. just nose is running a tiny bit now for some reason. It's doing fine when I started the stream, so not sure what's going on. Maybe just my hands are getting so cold that it's getting the rest of my body chilly. Oh. There you are. I see you over there opening loot crates and trying to get cool stuff. Oh, yeah, I literally saw that grenade and rolled right into it. Still need to get more banana slips and bow shots. Or, you know, specialty weapon kills. Oh God, I was just looking at this tweet from several days ago. I think it was Monday-ish. Because that's when Thai Tuesday usually does a little thing he does recently called Thai News Day, where he looks at some of the news stories of the week, and usually stuff that's either cool or worth riffing on, you know, like Crypto Bros was losing it all as usual. Pretty little tech stuff or gaming things. I think the recent was there's something about like Elon Musk having bodyguards at Twitter now or something. You know, apparently thinks it chronicles of Riddick rules. Thai Tuesday says. Definitely does a lot of cool stuff. I've been honestly watching his streams, well, the VODs of his streams. I've been trying to catch up on all the cool stuff. You know, it's busy because, you know, after 2 months the VODs vanish, so like when there's cool stuff going on, you gotta just balance it out. There's too much cool stuff to deal with. I can't hold all these cool things, world. I'm trying to remember what else uses a specialty ammo. There's the chicken gun, bow. Right, and the dart gun, right. That's another one. So if I get that, I'll definitely upgrade it. Want to? I don't care. I'm sure someone else out there is willing to go shoot you for me. Or just run out in front of me and just try and shoot with your little pea shooter. Yeah, I was trying to think what's... Shotgun probably would have been better at that point, but, you know. Hindsight's 2020, especially when you die. Ah, lag. Yeah, definitely got to get this fixed. I have no clue what's causing it. Best second thing was I was messing around with my connection earlier because I was trying to print something and it wasn't connected to the printer. Krabs is dead. Overdose on ketamine. Ketamine and bolts laced with ketamine. To be honest, it was probably bolts that killed him, but you know, we had to say it's ketamine for the meme. God, that reminds me of another video Doug did where he was like playing Soot Skyrim, but his shack just spawned in all sorts of stuff, and some of them were mud crabs that were colored to look like Mr. Krabs, and of course had voice lines from him. Naturally, chat just overwhelmed him with Pops and Mr. Krabs all screaming. There's little things like shelves so he couldn't move anywhere and stuff. And we'll pass. What do we got? Some more super serum. Cool. Here. Ooh, super serum. Let me just take a look at squirrel. There's a new animal I kind of unlocked that they added recently. Super seagulls? Super salamanders. I just wonder, there was a new one that was that they had that I forgot about. I get the last squirrel, super vanilla squirrel. Cool. Got all the squirrels for now. So they do like some big promotion with Squirrel Girl and add more. Right, I mentioned that Rotting Fox. This is the one I was talking about. Yeah, this is based off an actual person, one of their content creator folks. Hey, Backseat Red Bunny. Hey, since it's St. Patrick's Day, let's try and decorate a bit. Go, and how about what do you got for cool hats? There we go. Any weapons I could use instead? And nothing really weapon. I'm pretty much fine with beating people with rubber chicken. It's one there was one an melee weapon one. I did get the melee kill one. Whatever, there's a little battle axe or something. Posing? Okay. I'm not sure if Ian is someone else recognized or not. You know, one of the more well-known star streamers or not. But... okay. We're just gonna gather on this campfire, holding our arms open so we can get warm. Oh, there's Lumpadump, one of the bots. That little music circle going on, pretty cool. Try and get down to the museum like I usually do. It's usually not too crowded of a spot, I think. Actually, here to grab this crate. Yeah, thinking back to that new Katamari game, I'm curious what sort of new stuff they'll be adding, because you know they have like some new camera modes, and they're actually going to do like some new stages where you get to play as the young king, and as he gets ordered around by his father, who, you know, the king's father, who's in that game. They had like a big bit of a story about the king's origins. It's not like not like in a Skywalker way, more just like his father was a strict guy wanting his son to be a good king and all that. I'm curious how those stages are going to be, and I wonder if they'll have music for them, or they're just going to stick with the same songs from the original game. Those songs are definitely good, of course. There's, you know, Disco Prince, Katamari and the Swing. Definitely some top tracks in there. But since they are doing new stages, we need to see like some new... there are some new songs there, but we'll see. Hey, bud. In the maze, don't worry, I'll help you out. I got the geology hammer. I think remember that's a creator item as well. I forget which one. It was someone who's also big into geology as well. Let's try and get a slip up here. How far is it? Kind of far, but we might be able to make. Too many people do it, and no one will just be interested in get any. Alright, might want to turn the sensitivity on my mic down a bit. Or in the video thing, you know, the thing I'm using for my PNG tier. See, it just feels like it's grabbing too many things. Talking a bit too much is what I mean. Geez, I don't have that much ammo for it. I had more specialty ammo on me. Just gonna have to go with this gun for. But I don't fight. I mean, we'll shoot, but that's a different thing. Anyone else here? I'm in this cave right now. More chicken, yeah. Just make fun for anyone trying to get out of the gas. There's someone. Did they get caught in the explosion? No. Yeah, I was gonna say that would be pretty cool if they weren't there, like, they're dead. That would be helpful, but no, they're still doing fine. There we go, we pranked them. On my M16 ammo. That is not good. Let's switch. Gone. What the rabbit have is juice. Yes, juice is going to be euphemism for alcohol. Of course it is. I never know how to really use that weapon very good. It always feels like you have to charge up for 2. Now we just got emus and specialty weapon kills, so you can go on tasks. What's going on? Just going on Twitter right now. Folks retweeting my stream announcement. Folks liking the design of Bowser in a Mario movie. Preferring some cute bi-flag colored shorts. Picture my friend's effort for Floofy Dirk took at Yankfurs, or however you pronounce that. Go Nintendo using Google Trends to show every state's favorite Mario character. Looks like Waluigi's a big fan in Alaska and Hawaii, Idaho and Oregon. Important information here. Hawaii also only has 4 states too. It's Utah, the state to the right, which I think is Colorado, the little state right, Oklahoma, I think it's called, and South Dakota, I think that state is. Yeah, very important information we're learning here. Especially New Jersey loving Wario so much. All is right in the world, says Ray the Dough creator Olive Brinker. Yeah, I mean, I know my state needs, but just looking at a map, I don't know them nearly as much as I might have known them as a kid. I used to be really into the states and stuff as a kid, but nowadays it's a little tough to remember all that stuff. Got all the banana slips, so we can put the bananas away for now. Gotta get some specialty tools, so let's try and get some vaccinations out today, shall we? So if there are folks out there claiming that vaccines are so terrible, how about we give them vaccines and see how they react? Probably terribly, but you know, they deserve it. Got one of those grenade boys running around. Right, need to get some emu miles in, so let's get that running. Let's see if we can get whatever steel swipe set. There. Get away from that crate, you rotter. Mate God, I think that says. I mean, I'm not sure about all the fancy letters in there, so maybe it's something different. That sounds a lot different from Attack and Dethrone God. Yeah, it definitely looks like in that thing Luigi's won most of the states. I can see, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 14, 15 states, and apparently Yoshi's the most popular in Maine. This is important information we're learning here. Now it's started Casa Grande. Oh, I'll name a little cat name on Pet Finder called the Quentin B. Squintin. Just a picture of the cat with like his little eyes closed. Let's show it after the match. That cats are always good to show off. One Pete Swamp Shack. And with his little gay pride bread. Gay pride bed. Gay pride bread is something completely different. Probably tasty though. I wonder if it's in relationship to unicorn bread. Which of course is like bread with rainbow sprinkles melted on it. No wait, that's a unicorn grilled cheese sandwich I'm thinking of. I remember seeing that from the Cooking Mama game. You know, the one that got caught up in that lawsuit because the developers released license holder and not to. Yeah, that was definitely a weird scenario. Just yeah, Matt McMuscles did What Happened on it, but I didn't cover the fact that I guess they basically ruled that yeah, they weren't supposed to release the game. Yeah, I just still remember that story coming out early on in the pandemic. Just, you know, new Cooking Mama game comes out with next to no announcement or fanfare. And then suddenly it's just pulled from stores. A lot of people wonder what's going on with it, like if it's a crypto miner or something, because of how how it just needs to make the system run too much. Then it turns out that, you know, the publisher, the license holder who would commission I'm not sure if it's commissioned or is the right word, but anyway, they got this team to try and make the game, but they determined that the game's quality didn't match what they wanted, so they said don't release it. But they did anyway now, and they cooked up a lawsuit as well. At least that's my understanding of the whole thing. Definitely weirder story you'd expect from such a relatively harmless game franchise. I definitely remember playing the DS one back in the day during my rides to school. Sorry, big shot. Today's not your day. I'm trying to think of a good big shot joke there, but I failed. So now those are big shots. Still the spare launcher I wanted. And granted, it's not a great weapon, but it is a specialty weapon. Let's at least get those kills. Speaking of specialty weapons, I have my dart gun. Hey, got him. Oh. Stay back, pal. I just want to be Robin Hood. I'll beat with a crossbow that shoots birds. Birds shoots birds out of it, not shoots birds like as in hunting. That's a whole different thing. Man, imagine using a bow that shoots sparrows to kill other birds. That'd be weird. It's like a gun that launches people out to kill. It's a war weapon. I'm almost certain there's a game that's done something like that. You know, some game with a really goofy sense of humor or something. Anyone in the pyramid? Dualies, I'll take those. Especially purple ones. What else we got here? Oh, thought I saw someone for a second. I just looked back up and looking at the bum screen, just looked back up, and for a second I thought there was something in there. Hey, buddy, I'll shoot your other eye out for you. How does that sound? Moo? Gotta ride for those miles. Enough emu miles, we can move to a place where animals don't have to keep shooting each other. That sounds amazing. Or maybe boring. I guess it depends on your worldview. I'm sure these animals might find just a lack of killing boring. I don't know. Then again, if they move somewhere with lots of humans, they might be able to do a lot of killing. But I still remember that one trailer they did. I think the console releases for the game, you know, where it ends with basically a big old, you know, this big old musical number, and it ends with animals basically preparing to murder all the humans who attended the show. I'm back, buddy. I know where you are. Ah. Again, sucks your projectiles just stop whenever something die. I could have gotten ya. Roll over the next scene, we'll just quickly remind you all what the charity is about and where you can donate. Just, you know, throwing those links out just in case you don't know about them, because again, just $10 can get you into a raffle where you could potentially win a Nintendo Switch Lite, among other things. So, get donated and help with those kids. Oh, right, let me show you that cat I was talking about a while ago. Here he is, Quentin be squintin'. Look at that guy, he really do. They do be squinting, guy. And I'm not a huge cat guy. I'm about the same as with dogs and cats, but there's still some pretty cute ones. Single thing that says, don't be sad, because sad backwards is das, and das not good. Looks like Comcast is being a jerk, so the wet matches here are postponed for Cuso Grande, so on the plus side, I'm not going to miss anything, but on the negative side, we're not going to be seeing any matches today. Hopefully they'll beat me tomorrow, but if worse comes to worse, we'll have them next weekend. Jeez, really popular with folks who are all finding stuff for me. Let's try up here, maybe. Any campers leave a cool gun up here? Nope, but like Fox there. Gotta be some guns here. Come on, I don't want to run around with just rubber chicken. Oh. That's tape item. Let's just get out of here for a bit. Okay, here's some guns. Not a real fan of the sniper rifle, to be honest, but it's definitely better than nothing. Especially if someone gets close. This one. Oh. Just hear someone calling Desi. Guessing she's hanging out down here as well. Now, what do we got up here? Anything good? The crate up there. Let's try and get that. Thought there was another placed cat mine, but no, it's just a regular one. Oh. Drop the shotgun. I want. Thought I got him. But yeah, I guess that means next week won't be my week for playing in Cuso Grande then, if we're gonna have to delay to some of them to next week. I mean, we'll see Sunday, of course. You know, that's the day I'm free and you're not doing these fundraising camps, but we'll see. Got a big group here today. I mean, this is just a regular sized group of 64 people, but I'll definitely gather up today. Lots of folks to shoot today. Probably shouldn't have gotten out here. There's a lot of people falling. Go over here, grab some stuff, get out. Ooh. Purples. Grabbing the bone sparrow. I didn't mean the shotgun, of course. Cats. Oh geez. That was messy. I'm not talking about Cazel's spaghetti. Yeah, just checking announcements. Yeah, Comcast stole Love, Honor, and Percentious Internet, so no Kuso matches for today. Don't you hate when Comcast does that? Biggest internet folks in the country, and yet they still keep stealing everyone's internet like that. At least the internet here seems fine. I mean, I had a couple of spots that went out, but it seems to be stabilized. Of course, I say that, and suddenly the internet just explodes, and codes in my computer monitor just embed shards of glass in my face and chest. Well, technically, it's the big hunk of the big cube, the big rectangle that's your computer, not the screen. But you know, definitely not as funny to have your computer explode as it is just have glass shotgunned in your face by your screen. Pal coming down. Sorry, 2 pals. And I saw some good armor in there, so we'll grab that. Pistol. Gun. I grab that AK if it was better quality. Got in the warehouse. Cats, I still need to get some kills with those, so we'll grab that. West, because life's peaceful there. There's a lot less gas that's going to be in that place yet. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be picking up some games for the birthday sale. For my birthday to play for the stream marathon. I mean, definitely gonna be playing the game that I meant to play today, or you know, realizing that Sarah's doing a bunch of stuff today. Speaking of which, I actually think I already got all the cosmetics for the Patty's Day event. Because it's instead of being like you have to buy them, it's just that they have a chance to drop after playing a match. Second pistol I can grab. Oh no, that's a silenced one. Silence ain't worth it. Oh, uh-oh. Ah, you know, I was just talking about how the lag wasn't bothering me a minute ago. Now it just suddenly kills me. Yeah, looks. So just saying, after my 5-minute test stream with 15% dropped frames and its stream element stats, Percentia, great stream. First Comcast. Another round going. All those weekly goals in to get the sweet double XP. Hang out with me there, buddy, or we. Okay, pistol shotgun. I mean, 0 basic quality, but I'm willing to work with that for now. Better gun already. Fancy little gator bar, or gator bar if you're thinking about that little pride bed we saw earlier. Yeah, I'm definitely sure there's some easy animals are leaving gay pride. I mean, sure, they may shoot each other a lot, but you know, I'm sure love can bloom on the battlefield. even if they are basically furries. Always weird just seeing like 5 of those pop up. It makes me wonder if like someone's spotting or cheating or something, because it just seems weird that you can get like 5 melee kills in a single second. Currently in the circle, that's good. Not sure what's going on outside. I think my folks are doing some construction stuff, or just like planning, not like major construction, just like some little projects for the house. Because our house is relatively new, if you don't know. It's like, let's see, like 9 months now, I think we've been in it. A little under that. And again, we gotta get these specialty kills and emu runnings. And we can emu get riding one. And I'm gonna try prioritizing the dark gun a bit. I say after I gun down a man with dualies. Ooh. I don't have armor yet. I'll definitely take that. Slowly make our way to the campfire, not that we need it now. For now, I'm gonna this issues that fact that Comcast has been having issues. For now, I'm gonna assume that the stream problems are just Comcast, you know, being Comcast, and I definitely will test it out Monday just to make sure that everything's gonna be fine for a Tuesday stream. We are gonna be doing something new that day, so I don't want it to get messed up. Anyone else here? No? Take your medicine, sweetie. Uh-oh. Ping, 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 ping. Now just remembering this really silly thing I saw last night / this morning for Doug. He was playing the Breath of the Wild randomizer, and he had to do laundry soon, so he wanted to have like a little alarm to let him know when he had to get going. So he just had this alarm, which is like a combination of him screaming, "Laundry, laundry, 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 do your laundry!" There's all like very screaming noises, some highly discordant tritone, and just, you know, a lot of annoying things that would bug him. So. And as he was setting up the randomizer, where he also had like 2 little debuffs he had to do for himself. One of them was like that, or 5 random words he couldn't say. He's trying to look up a random word generator, because the first one he came up with these really obscure words, like I can't even remember them. They're just like some super obscure words that you'd probably only seen like some Ulysses or some really fancy work. And then as he's searching, you just hear the laundry alarm, as we call it, go off, and you know, chat's freaking out. Doug just nearly jumps out of his seat practically. And oh right, I remember one of the words, because one of the chat members said it in a little redeem cheer afterwards, saying that gave me an stroke. That was one of the words. You know, again, just the kind of word which you'd only find if you're just browsing through the Wiktionary. Just might be enough. See if how hurt they are, but don't think I'll give him some time to heal up. But I'm down first. When I get out, you're gonna have to get the gauntlet of death. They went out there, death. Okay, that should be able to kill them. There we go. Okay, before we get matched up, I'm gonna just take a quick break and get some more water, so... Oh yeah, thanks, Senpai. I'm gonna be right back in just a minute or two, so don't go anywhere, and I'll be right back. See you in a bit. And we're back. So once again, before we start up, just a quick reminder that once again we're raising money for Starlight Children's Foundation. This stream's raised $20 so far, but our team's raised about $3,300. And you can see the rewards here: $5 donation. I'll eat a Bean Boozled Jelly Bean on stream. $15, you can slap PNG on the stream as long as it's safe for work, and you can message me on Discord, because I have my Discord if you scroll down below. $25, we can play multiplayer games together on stream. If we run $100, I'll use that, pick that as a sign instead of time to add my first 2 animated emotes. We got a mini sloth, cool. Let's switch them for a bit. And at 200, oh, the Discord, it's right below, but I can just do exclamation Discord to pop it up. There we go. And at 200, I'll pick up some real free trash game and stream a full playthrough of that. More importantly, every $10 worth of donation you do gets you a giveaway entry for giveaway, which you'll be able to, which will be done near the end of the campaign, and they have prizes including Nintendo Switch Lite. So that's definitely a big incentive for donating. But we got little Blue Jay-Z twins here. Same bunny, same cap. Ew. Coon puppy. Big cute couple. And they both gotta die, but that's how it goes. Probably gonna drop up off the port up here. Then again, a lot of people are dropping off right now, so maybe we'll try the farm. And go. Lower clear, so we can definitely get something here. It's an SMG so far, but still pretty empty, so we can definitely have some time to get some other stuff like AK, green shotgun, green both in rarity and the fact that it's a lizard themed shotgun. Oh, never mind, now it's blue. What I really want to get is like a dart gun, especially the dart fly gun, because that one I don't have all the kill skins for. Basically, where if you kill enough people with it, then you can get a new color for it. I mean, granted, I already got my own fancier skin for it. Still, streak credit of having all the kills on it, that counts. Any more AKs? I could use one of those. Just got anything? Purple pistol, I can take that and grab it some toolies. There we go. 2 guns acquired. I'm thinking those are from the season pass when we gathered the lizard animals in the game. It's called the Sense of Scale pack. It also had like a lot of like unusually large or unusually small items as weapons. Like a miniature skyscraper and stuff. Or if you want to put it another way, it's the lizard / macro / micro pack. Ooh, no one else around. This is nice. Sweet Dartfly and Thomas gun. Lucky day. Guy's motivated. Where'd you go? A magician from here. Armor. A little knife bro over here. These can hold 35. Gotta remember that. I know the AK weapons were debuffed to 25 max. In the old days it was 30, but just removed a bit of that just to make it a little less powerful. Oh. A jack. This is here. Too much here, although I would like something a bit better than the claw boots right now. I find I feel like I need to put digging around in the grass for ammo, or don't want to walk so slowly through the water, but we're pretty good in that right now. You might be the only person here, Senpai, because, you know, I'm a pretty small streamer, so not many people pop up during streams, but, you know, it's always good to even have a few people hanging out on streams. Yeah, that definitely may be the case. It's, again, super small streamer, so not many people pop up on these streams, but it's alright. I can handle it. I'm totally not envious of legit bigger streamers. I mean, that is totally a lie, but, you know, I'm good with that. And to prank someone. Epic lucky cat prank gone wrong. Alright, who threw those eggs? And probably the guy I just killed got a shot off before I killed him. Gotta beat the egg cannon on him. I know it's the BCG, but you know, I keep getting mixed up on how to pronounce that one. And of course there's always the temptation to call it the cloaca cannon. Seriously, just take a look at the weapon. It's really just a chicken butt sticking out of a cannon thing. Oh, I just noticed it's actually a rabbit tail here. You change it depending on the gun. Like this one's a black chicken, this one's like a parrot, another black chicken, and this time it's a bunny. So, oh dear, that's a startling revelation there. We just learned some horrible truth that ain't a cloaca it's shooting eggs out of. Oh dear. Still using it though because it's Eastern rabbit related, and Easter's coming up in like half a month. Oh, let's go. Just pointing at me. Nope, they're doing the points at each other. Yeah, you probably are the only person on stream senpai, but you know, I'm cool with that. It's always nice having at least one person hang out on stream and chat, and even if they're lurking, that's totally fun, because lurkers are welcome. It's going up, but hopefully that's not going to be a problem in a bit. If that little asterisk could just go away and it could stay at least double digit, we'll be happy. Oh. Stay away from the 600s, please. Yeah, just get something really high. I'm not sure what's causing that. Like, I know I had like issues yesterday with ping, but it wasn't really as noticeable because it was an offline game. Yeah, hopefully it'll just stay calm for today. Definitely have to get that figured out tomorrow or Monday before Tuesday's stream. Yeah, that game's gonna be something a bit new for the stream. Well, by bit new I mean like an old game with something new added to it, but also something new for my streams. Again, it's also gonna be a Mario theme, so that's gonna be, you know, it's Mar10. Well, March 10th marathon. Got over here. Surprise! I think it's stabilized for now. And as soon as I say that, the little no connection icon pops up and someone pops me, but hopefully that shouldn't be the case. You need that. Remember, it's double XP weekend. We gotta get all those goals done to really rake in the experience. So we're in this chest. Hopefully good dark gun, because I also something I need to get for specialty weapon kills. Right over there. Not over there. Out here, because area tends to get a lot of people since it's so neutral. Definitely hearing fighting. And you buddy, the second you jump off, I'm gonna have Emu go take a big old bite out of you. It is always funny in solo mode just having another player jump on with you. It's definitely been unexpected, just trying to peck someone and they hop on your little saddle mate. Oh, goes. I need a dark gun. I am not seeing it, but we'll roll through all the supplies. Wait, the crate's down here. Take the regular dark gun at least. There's someone. Happy bar, buddy. He had some pink going on right there. You know, just maybe I wasn't able to hit him as fast as he's supposed to hit me. Almost 3/4 of the way there for the emu and halfway for the specialty weapon, so we're definitely getting there. Let's see, as for other things going on there, up than the birthday stream, there's going to be a multi-world randomizer game 25th, which with a few folks I've played with before, so that's definitely going to be something to look forward to. I'll probably try my hand at Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, because Sure, I could do Super Mario World, but I feel like that one took a little too long to get going on my end. Oh, hey, Wonky, it's $20 with Starlight. Thanks for the donation. If you're from the Discord, you can send me an PNG image that's safe for work, and I can pop it up on stream. And also that means Bean Boozle time. Let's see. Gotta get this open. Okay, this one's I think it's either butter popcorn rotten egg or juicy pear barf. Okay, thinking this is the gross one, but it's not that bad, to be honest. Oh, I just know Senpai is on the game. It's playing as well. Okay. Hope you're not stream sniping too much, otherwise I'll have to wag my finger at you. And maybe my pistols, but either way, still, thanks for the donation. Uh-oh. Again, ping's just acting up, and I'm not sure why it's been doing that, but again, definitely gonna be something to check out before Tuesday. Gonna be on my list right above, finishing the script for episode 5 of the podcast. As you don't know, for the past couple months, I've been doing a script for a podcast called The Adventures of the Fox and the Fedoras. You might know the Twitch streamer himself, Fox and the Fedora. This is like a big little fancy adventure podcast based on him and his characters, so yeah, it's definitely cool being able to do something that feels like your persona and the characters you made up. You can pop up the plug right now while I'm healing up. Yeah, this is for season 1, by the way, but still, that's all I have. Yeah, season 2 is going to be coming up in a few months with new friends, new foes, and recurring. Going to be pretty cool. Yeah, it's basically the name of this character. That's his actual persona's name. His name, Fox and the Fedora, and he's on Twitch as well. He's not going to be streaming this week because he's at a furry convention. See if I can see which one it was. Oh, I saw you. Furthermore, yeah, he's at Furthermore right now, so, he's not streaming this week. He usually does it on the weekends, but yeah, we're definitely getting good work on that podcast done. Season 2 is going to have 8 episodes, and I'm about halfway through the 5th episode, so making good progress. I really should add a redeem to my stream link to the website for the podcast, since I'm writing for it and all. I might have in my bookmarks. I'll have to pop it up after the match since, things are a bit busy right now. Yeah, season 1's already out, and you can find a lot of the usual places like Spotify, iTunes, that sort of deal. Yeah, right now we gotta focus just on winning this match. And making sure to get those 2 goals done as well. Riding emus and killing folks with these fancy weapons. Oh. Got him. Smashing the armor up button. Anyone else up here? Like, someone chatting with Dogna up here, so whenever that happens, I always think that someone's actually up there with her, but nope, doesn't look like it. Got the chest there, that's fine. Got a decent loadout, although I wouldn't mind the dart fly gun since I could get skills for that. Hanging up here in snowy wastes. Just up here, that's gonna be worth hanging around. Thought I saw someone up here. Oop. Oh, there's someone. Now make sure no one interrupts me while I'm in the bathroom. What next gonna occupy me is the gas coming my way. Whoever's throwing around all that skunk gas. Oh, I can just run around it. I wonder how many people didn't know that. Time to get running. Just cover the entrance with banana peels, just so I was trying to get in. Of course, have a lot of fun. I don't wonder how many characters in this game are currently dressed up like as Death from Puss in Boots, because definitely sure that number would be fairly high since he's, you know, this year's current furry crush. Last year was Mr. Wolf from the Bad Guys. A few years before that, we had Nick Wilde and Legoshi. You know, there's always like some fancy furry wolf crush that everyone has. Who could it be this year? Well, other than Death right now, but. Yeah, I probably should have used regular gun there, but yeah, while I'm here, let me go find that link to the podcast's website. Here it is. Apparently there's plans to bring the first season to YouTube, which is basically going to be the video from the podcast with some visuals courtesy of Sky Blue Arts. She's done a lot of good art for the podcast as well. And you know, here's the link to the website. For those of you curious about the podcast. You know, she's done like a few pieces of art for me, which I can probably pull up while we're waiting here. Starting with the most recent one, she did this piece, which is a little the wrap piece I commissioned from her a month or so ago. I'm just enjoying some Chinese New Year's food and all that. Again, very cute art she does. Middle of the game. And the Karma was having a debate about whether pancakes or waffles are better. I mean, we both agree that apparently shotguns are bad. Well, you say shotguns are bad, but then someone gets right in your face and pops you with one. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have let go there. Just gonna run away from the toting fox. Stop to grab an AK. Get some decent mileage. We're about 3/4 way there for that weekly goal at least, so all we gotta do is just run around and not have the emu die too quickly. Get miles out of it. And while doing it, of course, just gonna keep an eye out for any good specialty weapons like, you know, the ECG. Still a big clucking gun if it's using a rabbit. And hey, thanks for the follow, Senpai the Glitch. Why is it good to have more folks hanging out in these streams and all that? Caffeinator emu bit, because that'll make it faster. Still in the zone so far. I don't know why, but I just got Who Can It Be now popping up head. I think it's from this little animation I saw where basically it was Who Can It Be Now, but it's sung by Sunny from Memori, where, you know, he's anxious about someone knocking at his door. But in the end of the video, it turns out to be Kel just trying to get him to come out because, you know, in the game he's become a bit of a shut-in and after some big tragedy. And of course, it ends with him running out of the house screaming because something spooky's popped up in his house. I would definitely clarify more, but there are some definite spoilers in there if you haven't seen the full game, like I guess an exact nature of what the horror and the tragedy is. But yeah, I'm really glad you've enjoyed this thing. I'm really hoping to have you back here sometime. Restaurant enjoying the. Yep, that's me. Me, complete with fancy little hat, cute glasses, and my little sloth. It's weird how sometimes this one just seems to cancel on its own for some reason. Not sure why. I imagine it's pretty easy to get Death's outfits, and you know they have the sickle, the wolf, maybe just some black clothing for the robes. I haven't seen that movie yet, but you know, definitely heard a lot of people talking about it. Last Ranger's talking about Brooks. Which one? Mel Brooks? Right, he was the one who made like Young Frankenstein. I know, maybe just got an old movie buff here, you know. Interested in some of the classics like Blazing Saddles and such. You know, the kind of movie where you see the sheriff running into the town and he tries to tell everyone something about him, but Bell keeps interrupting him. Can't say exactly what the guy was saying though, because, you know, it wasn't a very good word even back then, but yeah, he's definitely. And Mel Brooks gets some pretty good moves. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. He's now missing in action. And that's scary, just like those occasional just lag spikes. Bombs I can use to try and get. So no, I think that's one milestone you need to get finished. Just killing folks with cat mines. No one else around here? Or am I just gonna be munching mushroom piece? This way, buddy. Oh. Maybe not with that gun out, but alright, that works. I was gonna say just trying to push him with your shotgun, that'll work great. And then just outrange you and pop you to pieces. Thanks for the pat, senpai. It's appreciated. Let's see if we can actually get any leftovers. And we didn't even know he had a sniper rifle out. More like a bow to me when I was seeing him, but either way, it's gone. Ooh, dartfly. For the goal and a milestone. Get up here. Oh. Got struck. Ah. This is weird slash annoying in solo mode, how someone could just ride on there with you and you can't even do anything with them until they jump off. Like, you're technically riding, but you can't just, like, try and throw a fist over your shoulder and punch them in the face. I'm pretty sure that's what most people would do if they had, like, some jerk riding on their back. You know, I'm sure y'all know what I mean. A little something like, put up quickly before the match starts. A little something like this right here, you know. The rider, the righty. Just like that. And I know that's technically spoilers for the game, but they're fairly minor. Well, for a different game, you know. Not this one. One they played like December 2020, I think it was. Yeah, that's how far it was actually. I still, there's a very good image from the game. Looks like we're fairly lone here. You folks to the right, but not too. Maybe the ping for that bad landing. Sure, they say bad carpenter blames his tool, but what about unexpected lag? Is it okay if you blame your things on that? Especially when it's true? Ah. Hoping you weren't stream sniping there, senpai. Checking out some stuff that's scared them. I'm gonna have to check out later once everything finished. Video. I saw one video that I looked called Trombone Champ where someone modded in the song "Don't Stop Believin'." Honestly, I think the music video for that song is almost as good as the main one. It has like several tromboners there and playing the various instruments like the guitar, the piano, and of course the player as the trombonist. Sorry, tromboner. That is right nomenclature, especially for Trombone Champ. And you know, it's pretty usual, except that whenever it reaches the guitar solo, it's like the or instead the tromboners playing into the guitarist, and the guitarist just looks over with a surprised look that just turns an angry glare. And then the second part I'll show you is because that's a real good part, because right before the "Don't Stop Believin" part, where once again the tromboners playing that part, and once again the guitarist glares over at him, and right before lyrics start, Art just zooms in on the guitarist's face, his eyes start twitching, and he starts shaking with fury. It's so funny to see the tromboners. And also the best part is like right at the end, right when it plays last, "Don't stop." We just focus on the trombone, and you just see the guitarist rushing with his guitar raise that just smashes to black. Obviously, implying there's a bit of a murder going on. Also, there's another version, like, I think it's called "The Feeling When You Import the Wrong MIDI File," where the tromboner's charged just something really weird and janky instead of what it's actually supposed to be. I think the best part about it sort of changes the context of the guitarist's anger. Instead of the guy stealing my solos, to just trombonist is just going. It's just lost and just playing whatever he wants to. Now, obviously, I can't play a song here because, you know, copyright and all that, because you can definitely know how vicious the DMCA folk can get. Oh. zombie chicken deagle. And again, that's another one of the cool weapons because it changes how the gun when you shoot it. I think there's also a mummy gun that does something similar as well. It's the Vaporwave M16. Oop. Go. On here. Needs to get to see me walk. They get cranky if you don't walk them enough. I know some RimWorld players know that they can be pretty grumpy. I just remember that in the game apparently have a pretty high chance to turn aggressive if you go hunting them. Alright, let me find those other two images I was talking about this, you know, from Serena / Sky Blue Arts. The second one was little Halloween commission from a raffle. It's, we played marbles and our marbles on stream, and the winner had a wheel spun and he chose whatever it was. This is a Christmas one, so I got a little angel. And third one is, you know, just a basic head / body shot from her. Let's see where it is. It was from a different Marble Street raffle prize. Yeah, she does some really good art. I'm really excited to have her in art. Christian Angel, I mean, it's, you know, just sort of a little Christmas angel, I guess so. Maybe. Christian as in it's from Christmas, yeah. Oh no, I'm not I wouldn't really say I'm a Christian. It's more that, you know, it was chosen randomly by a wheel. Like, there were some people who were like a Grinch, some commissions were like a Grinch, a Santa Claus. I didn't really actually choose what I got. It was decided by like one of those little wheel programs where you type in the names and then have the wheel spin and determine what the outcome is. You know, I'm not officially Christian. I'm not really. I'll just say I'm not that religious. I don't want to get into religion too much on stream because, you know, religion, politics, and the Great Pumpkin. 3 things you never talk about. Anything in the shooting gallery? What do we got? Take the dark gun because, again, trying to get kills for that. That noise. There's something in like the cat mine go off. Like a tiny bit glitchy sounding, but not like super glitchy sounding. Weird. Let's see what else we got going out here. Only 100 more meters with the emus, so we should be able to get that, and then we can just focus on killing people with the fancy weapon, with the specialty weapons. There's someone. I had a dart gun. Not sure if it was a dart fly gun, but hey, there we go. 4,400 experience. Because remember, it's double XP weekend, so it was a good idea to not do your weekly goals days ago. Instead, wait until this was going on. Yes, I'm being lazy. Was being lazy by not doing my weekly earlier. Laziness. Strategic laziness. Oh. Oh, getting lag, I think, but yeah, definitely good to have the double XP there. Usually do it when they get a new season coming out. Oh, uh-oh. Good, no one's around to capitalize on that. And if I do remember correctly, it does go to well, the next time the weekly tasks change, so I could definitely try and get or double the weekly tasks if I'm wild. Not gonna do on stream because Tuesday I'm gonna be doing the special because again it's a little bit of a Mario themed charity event going on, but you know, definitely gonna try and play it off stream then. See how many goals I can churn out before the event goes down. Oh. I'm down here. I want something a little more efficient than a clay pigeon. Clay pigeons are boring. I want the real deal. By the real deal, I also mean something a lot bigger. Come on, quit teasing and fight like a lion. I'm on mushrooms, you can't run away from me. There they are. Oh, I'm running to that chest. Over here. That was mine, I think. Oh. You're down here, come on. Let's write him down. Smart play trying to go for the shotgun. Ah, so close. Let's see, just 5 more kills with those guns and got tickets and a banjo. Outfit, dump, fish, guitar, and we can play. I just always like chicken because, you know, kind of a funny weapon to have. And also because I'm a bit of a NetHack nerd, because if you ever played that game, cockatrices spawn that game and their big deal is that they can turn you into stone, which is basically an instant death. In one of the original games where you only have 1 life, you know, not like Isaac, where you can actually, where it's actually fairly, not too difficult to get to the end of the game without dying, but whereas NetHack will kick your ass and make you thank it all the while. But if you get Cockatrice's corpse, you can swing that and enemies, turn them into stone. As long as you're careful, of course, like by wearing gloves while you're swinging around, otherwise you die as well. The sort of name for that is called a rubber chicken. It's a surprising amount of things that can be killed with rubber chicken. Again, aka cockatrice. Gonna have to wait for a sec. Just realized the match is starting now. Much better level armor. Dark gun and level 3 armor. I do remember there's like some way to like separate your audio so only the people in the stream can hear it and not in the VOD, which, you know, might be useful. I have to play like something copyrighted and, you know, just like to show you all something funny or whatnot. have to remember how to do that sometime. What do we got here? Anyone looking to get vaccinated? Like SCP-49, but instead of touching you, I just shoot you full of poison darts. Also, I can't turn you into a zombie, sadly. They don't have that yet. Also, maybe because it's the wrong mode for that for zombies. Oh, we have boots. Well, we have an item, I mean. Someone here. Cool stuff going on right up. And the labs. Yeah, I'm tempted to go back and play a bit of Trombone Champ for my birthday, because for one thing, it does have Happy Birthday on there, which, you know, it's definitely something. Legendary deal for now. And also, again, it has new songs since I last played, including two very high-level songs that I managed to get an S on one of them, and I get an A on the other one. The S is one called, it's Commander Tokyo, the Dancing Robot or something. The other one is the Sailor's Hornpipe. That's like the 10-star one. If anyone wants grabs ways. There we go. Yo. Oh. Probably should have healed up before going. Someone had a dart gun. Especially since one of the few weapons that actually deal damage if you have armor on. I mean, initial hit doesn't hurt much, but definitely enough of you that beaten up. Got here. Poison res. And he's dead. Oh, come on out, buddy. I need to give you your shots. Come on, pup, you're sick as a dog. Let me help you out. How you feeling, buddy? Good? That's vaccines. Let me give you some more of them. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get back there, buddy. Okay, there we go. Got our shots in. I think that's an M16 they got. It's the one from the current season, which is going to be gone soon. A little too early to dance, buddy. Hey! Chain reaction. That was a close one. Right. Oh, there's like this thing in the shop. Hey, pretty princess. Well, that's what a lot of people are in there. Or in PJs that got some in the shop right now. Pretty sure that's a stream RAM as well. Yeah, WVBBB. I think I remember catching one of her streams sometime. You know, when she was brought on. It's when the streamer. Okay, here's that bit from the YouTube video that that was funny. Let me bring it over here. Again, I can't really play the volume because gotta keep it muted because you know how the stream folks can be, but I'm sure you can. No, stop leaving sounds like. Oh. Okay, I'm sure a bit of trombone won't get it done. Just remember. I always just love the twitching. He's just like, I'm fucking kill him. Oh, here's the ending. Just so you can see the murder happen. Don't stop. And there's just like right as he attacks, he just cuts a little to be continued thing from JoJo. And there's a reason that was their last performance. Because no one will remember. Forget about that. Last Ranger's asking about Mel Brooks again, it seems like. Yeah, I think we just got this real old school movie buff in here today. Not that I mind. Just curious is all. I don't see too many people here, so yeah, I can grab an SMG and level 2 armor. That works for me. Or if we're going with Mario stuff, that works for me! It's from one of those weird Mario educational games for the SNES, if you ever saw them. So we've got to keep with the Mario brand going with this the Starlight stuff going on. Yeah, I'm curious how many folks actually played those games as kids. It's definitely pretty limited in terms of like what they actually did. Yeah, but they're definitely funny to watch these days, especially if you corrupt them. And use some corruption software on them to really make them seem creepy, like. Oh. So I remember Vinny playing those six cars. As the game just gets caught with. Oh. Hey, kill from beyond the grave. Not that counts for challenges, I think. You have left anyway. Oops. 5 more and I can get a cute little collar. Interesting. I was just looking at another Twitter account I usually follow that has like some cool facts called Rudgy_800, also known as Rudgy800 Nintendo Secrets. Yeah, just talking about Ho-Oh's origins. A lot of fan theories have cropped over the years why Ho-Oh appeared in the very first anime episode. Apparently it was basically just for marketing purposes. It says, Takeshi Shudo, who wrote for the anime, says, when I started writing the script, I was informed that the second generation Pokemon games was nearing completion. Some felt that Ho-Oh should be shown as a draw for the whole series, but only for a few seconds, so the scene was added in. It's kind of interesting, because I was wondering why Ho-Oh popped up in this, in like the very beginning of the Kanto season. Like, hey, here's a bird you're not going to be seen for like 2 or 3 more seasons, or however long it takes for. Because, you know, I don't exactly remember when the anime aired, especially in America, but it's still definitely an interesting fact. But anything better in here? Be something here. Oh, I think it's been cleared out a bit, but at least it seemed that way. Oh, banana crate. Oh. Oh, trying to get away from him while shooting, darting the other guy, but oh well. Just gotta get one more kill and it'll be good. Well, this thing I saw retweet about some AI image, hamburger hot dog. And you're just producing some abominations. Hot burger. Yeah, it's from a stream with G out pretty pink pantsy and wobbly pythons. You know, just producing cursed food items. The kind of thing some maniac would probably make on one of those food content farm channels. You know, just something made by someone who really wants to take the whole "is a hot dog a sandwich" debate to a whole different circle of hell. I actually imagine just like slowly unveiling a picture of it as a dramatic violin crescendo plays. Just wah, 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 wah. I'm not sure if it really is violent. I just know that little jingle from like Jiminy a pulsating mass before you fight generally before you fight one of the more horror themed bosses. Just remember that game because someone I saw posted last night kind of reminded me of that game. Pretty good RPG Maker game, by the way. It's definitely worth checking out. Still need those lucky cat kills, so just stocking up on those little guys. Looking for something more close range that doesn't use the same ammo as my AK. Ooh, better armor as well. Is that M16 you got there? Gimme. Killed the entity, whatever it was. I mean, technically, I'm sure all these little lab mutants would be considered SCPs. It's according to SCP lore, but who knows? I'm not an SCP fanatic. I just know them from the couple of games they made, like, you know, the one where you have to run from the evil statue monster. And the fact that technically they redesigned it because it was a bit of because the original SCP-173 was like some piece of Japanese art. Again, don't know the exact story. It's been a while. We'll take the Tommy gun. And the dart fly gun. Cool. Not bad. form. So we just need one more person to kill and then we'll have all the goals done for today. Anyone want to volunteer to be vaccinated? Trust me, these needles are totally clean. Oh, might be enough. Oh, nope, one more. There we go. Hey, there we go. Got specialty weapon kills. That's like 5,400, I think. 5,600, I think that is. If I'm doing my on-the-fly math correctly. Back, Gator. Take your medicine. Hey, got the red gun. Cool. No, you're not a rat, but you're dead. There we go. Okay, thanks for your donations. Sorry, thanks for your patience getting injected. Grim Reaper will soon escort you to the afterlife soon. There you are. Oh. Uh-oh. Lag. Who else is here? Yeah, definitely should have whipped out the regular gun at that. Yeah, that's all I'm done for the day. Yeah, let's go switch over to Sovereign's Rebellion for a bit, now that we're not worrying about challenges or any of that. Oh, speaking of which, I'll have to pick up the dark gun after this. That from nest, all rebels can dance around. Oh, I forgot, apparently Chrono Trigger released today, from what I heard. Let's see. Yeah, first released on this day in 1995. Collaborative project between Hironobu Sakaguchi, Yuji Horii, and Akira Toriyama. Yeah, definitely one of the best RPGs out there. Gonna go medic this time. Actually, salt. Yeah, I'm cool with salt. Wait for Super. Right, let's first off go on A, because can't defend A, then you're kind of screwed. I got you guys. Now try and go after B, because that's one hat flag is important. doing good. Let's see how... Oh, we got all 3 flags already. Cool. Oh yeah, have a good stream, senpai. I mean, have a good... See you later, senpai. Just looked over now. Well, let's focus on all these guys. Oh, made out. And he's moving in, but we've still got 3 flags, so we're definitely looking good here. Like, he's taken, but, you know, that's to be kind of expected. No need to waste your bullets yet, Tam. I'm totally fine. Those people will actually hurt. Or bad guys, either one. Down. What's going on down here? Anything? Seems to be fine. Oh. Trying to go up to flag B. Let me move over quickly. Okay, looks like they got it handled. Coming from the top. Running train shotgun and carpet down. Uh-oh. Ping, ping. There we go. This rate, I think we're going to just start being able to spawn camp them at this rate. Right, we're killing them. Anyway, let's try and go help out with the big old mole. Oh cool, I just noticed the crates actually drop ammo for you. Didn't know about the giant mole. Hey! At least our team got speed boost, even if that jerk decided to back attack me. Hey, we won! I'm pretty sure I was the one who killed the mole, even though it doesn't show up there. And usually it does, but I guess not this time. Just watching a little Pokemon featuring a bunch of little tandem mouse, I think they're called. Yeah, you know, just 2 mouse emojis, 4 mouse emojis, and then like 20 or so mouse emojis. It just has like a whole bunch of little tandem mouse guys popping up in the... And those guys are funny, especially since that their name always makes you think of, you know, a definitely not so wholesome comic. You may have heard of it called Mouse. It's well, M-A-U-S. Basically, it's by Art Spiegelman. Well, made by Art Spiegelman more specifically, since he did the art as well. And basically about his hey Darius, yeah, you know, it's about his grandfather's experience as being in World War II, and you know, I mean that's putting it lightly, because yeah, it gets dark. Anyway, hi Darius. Yeah, I was just sort of joking about this tweet I saw with Tandem Mouse and how, you know, how the name always makes you think of something a lot less wholesome than, you know, just two cute mouse Pokemon. Yeah, oh geez, yeah, I just noticed these guys aren't my friends. You're not my friend? Wow, those friends are always so silly. Hey man, just got 8 antsy already. Doing pretty good. Yeah, stream's been going good. Got another $20 donation in the stream, so yeah, they're doing pretty good. You may be able to hit 200 if you keep this momentum up. Wrong with Flag A, what's up? Oh, there's someone. Oh yeah, I am getting some bad ping here, unfortunately, which I'm not sure why. I'll have to check it out after stream. Yeah, it looks like the teams that got matched up are a little less one-sided, at least. But, you know, it's not going to dominate them like last time, but it does seem like the better team's on their side for now. Flag A seems fine, but we're really gonna have to push if we want to actually get Flag B and actually get anywhere. Flag guys, cover me. Ah. Okay, let's even do a little bit better with a fancy M16. Oh geez, they're spawn camping. Yeah, it's definitely not good if they're managing to spawn camp us. How's Flag A looking? Still okay? Oh. Got whoever's gonna be there. Oh, ran over. Unless they got two more folks as well right there. Gonna have to push for Flag B or we're gonna lose. What's wrong, Beef? Or Beth? Ooh, Eagle Knievel, good name there. I think that was actually the name of the guy who ran me over with the hamster ball, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. Held Stallion running with skunk grenades. That's right down there. Yeah, I think I remember when Super Animal Royale did, they actually had that sort of brown version of Dr. Dog, and I remember, I think, you know, just someone like drawing goofy faces on one of the Whisper tanks, whatever they're called. Yeah, she's probably more than just, you know, palette swap or whatever. Probably like an actual character in the lore, but that, you know, I have to catch up on. Thanks for the heals, Javi. Just keep an eye up here for a sniper coming down the line. Two coming out. Getting close to flag C. Might be able to grab it for a bit. I expect we're going to be doing it for how long, but I don't know how hard Team B's bet. Other teams been, but able to do it. Also surprised Banana Storm. Didn't know this could happen in the special modes. I thought this was just a thing that happens in main mode instead of like these modes, because and that was player activated by throwing a little banana into the shrine. Then again, I guess if that were the case, it wouldn't happen. Only happen occasionally as players just. When players are trying to get that one milestone. Right into that one, that wasn't good. Good job, Lewis. Now get up and off your back there. Oh yeah, that's definitely good. Gonna help us. Especially when you just keep like B guarded. Oh yeah, real Nanarano Squonky. Not sure if that's the Bananarana is just a random event or if it is player activated. I'm definitely guessing it leaning toward random at this point. Because, oh. It got me while she was downed. Q10. I'm just gonna sit in this menu while y'all win. Hey! Hold up. Hey, most damage dealt. And Eagle Knievel got most hamster ball kills. I didn't know that was a statistic that popped up. We're definitely gonna have to grab the animal pass and milestone stuff next time. And this time we're on the other side. No. Oh, just looking at someone's little borzoi here. They're always such goofy dogs. They're long with their long snoots. This one's cute too. Just look at them. There. Oh yeah, it is definitely pretty on brand for someone named Knievel. Yeah, again, I forgot about Eagle Knievel for a second there. There's definitely a lot of good pictures of that dog just lying on the floor looking pathetic. It's so cute. Hey, go, go, go! And using advanced strats of keeping a chicken out and your melee weapon out instead of the gun because it makes you run a bit faster. You're lucky trying to brave the gas to get that flag up, but not quite. Now they got it, dang. Those three doing all the way down there. Trying to be sneaky? Well, that's what I'm assuming. Oh yeah, it's definitely a case of that the rebels are the ones with all the good folks on it. Killed by Thor's flashy color. Listen, Thor with a dollar sign at the end, looks like. Okay, good, we got flag B at least for a bit. Not sure how long that will last, but really got to get flag C back. For me. Good job, team. Good body shielding. Oh, thought there was one of our there, guys. There's one there, guys. Possible to turn this around, especially if we can get it quickly. I like that name Eden Stevo's reference to something. It's a lot off the top of my head though. Definitely kind of thing that just feels like a reference, I'm not sure if it is. Pardon me, guys. Oh. Good job with the bananas, but really we lost C again? I got the flag, guys, don't worry. Tempted to go after A because getting those 3 frags will definitely give us a lead, but on the other hand, definitely probably really vying for flag B as well. Catch Kenny. Nah. Trying to just get some. Yeah, there are a lot of folks down there. Spray and pray, folks. Somebody down here will have to hit someone. Also, I did find that art with the brown dog that I mentioned in our chat, sorry, Twitter, that I'll definitely bring up after the chat. Well, after the match, I mean. Flag NPC. Good job, Ray is doing well, but again, someone lost flag C. Yeah, definitely feeling like the Rebels are the weaker team this time around. Oh, he's gotten it. Good job, Mr. Pickles. Well, I say that even though he can't really respond since you're definitely a bot. Right, they killed him. Hey, we got it. I don't think it's gonna help us at this point, but just since we kept losing our flag, but yeah, definitely not gonna make it at this point, but you know, this managed to push back during the end. Oh, apparently her name is Rabbita. That's a rabbit I'm looking at, not like a dog to look like. And Heath, who are you shooting at? Come on, we're teammates. Yeah, just saying, like seeing her pop up from there, I always thought that was like a brown lab instead of the golden lab that Doggina is. Ah well, I killed Grandpa before the end. I'm happy. 3 flags captured. Yeah, here's the art right now. Let me bring it over here. Yeah, there it is. Just Rabbit sneaking into the lab, drawing naughty, goofy face on the animal. And of course, there's a clean version for if you want to do your own naughty, silly drawings. Or naughty, but you know, that's not appropriate. Anyway, challenges and milestones. Let's get that done. Got a red dart flight gun, which is not as many kills as the BCG so far. I'm surprised by that. This outfit. I'm gonna say that yes, I know stuff I got. And another match time. I was gonna say, I just noticed a little ping coming out in the fire. I was a little confused at first. It's funny you can still ping it even though, you know, we're not in match and you don't have to worry about that stuff. Oh, and this is cute. Someone did a little bit of sort of chowder-themed fan art for the game as well. I'm sorry, but it says right here that you are indeed a rat. Old Chowder Super Animal Royale crossover with a Michael cameo's late birthday present of sort. It's a cute one. I'm assuming Michael's just a generic fox in the foreground. Yeah, I never really watched that show much, even though I do know it was a thing. I think the most I watched was that one episode, which was basically Katamari, because that was that game was my shit back in the day. And it's gonna be again this May when the We Love Katamari remake comes out. I thought that game was so cool. Anyway, back in the mountain map again. Let's see how we do. Barkley's got the flag. I think that's a bot, but I'm not sure. I mean, it sounds generic enough that might be, but I don't quite recognize that name. Oh. Pickle toast. And remember, all toasters, toast, toast. Remember, it's a Mario charity, so any reference to Goofy Mario stuff I can get in, I'm gonna get in. Even if it's something like the CDI games. I will, however, refrain from making the obvious, I hope me made lots of spaghetti joke when I die because of my little animation, because that will get very old very fast. He's setting up a defensive perimeter up front. Good thinking. Field guide has fallen. We can't get up. Oh, I think we got the same AK. A little skeleton one. Yeah, I think that's rabbit of there. I mean, it doesn't look like a rabbit when I'm looking at it, but I don't know. Yeah, again, with like the downward ears and all that. I mean, I'm assuming she was there before the lop rabbits were a thing in the game. Get down, Mr. Pickles. The new Rugrats isn't that great. Oh. Yeah, definitely sure Rabbit is the character in the extended lore and all that, but again, I always just thought she was like a brown lab. Sorry, chocolate lab. So chocolate lab sounds cuter. Someone down here. Hi, friend. Why is this funny when we just have like a group of people with one character with the wrong helmet among them? Like, just someone from the other team is... feels like the old Among Us traitorous sort of stuff. You know, like there's an imposter among us. In goodness, that's a lot easier to tell in this game than in Among Us, but... this does make me find it kind of funny, just seeing that happen a few times. Like, wait, this guy's got the wrong helmet. I thought that was someone else, just one of our guys. Yeah, good thing friendly fire isn't the thing in this, otherwise a lot of people would be dying to each other. Someone got, I feel like, hey, didn't even notice that. But yeah, do one or two more rounds of this before finishing up. It's been a good day so far, getting another $20 donation. If we keep this rate up, we should at least be able to get to 100. Still not sure about the $200 goal, if we'll be able to reach that, but, you know, I'm optimistic. Okay, once again, setting up good perimeter defense. Little somersaulting right into us. Oop. Got some egghead down here shooting eggs. I'm just trying to shoot into a crowd when you get like 4 folks in there, even though they're going to be able to kill me way faster. I know, it just feels like right to be able to just like fire into a big old crowd and have people get hit like that. Definitely going to be able to win this. Just going to make sure we get the crate. They got just in time. Right before they took him down. Yep, we're winning this one. Whoop. I'm fine, we won. I guess there's someone on my team, that's why I was in green. Just wondering if... Yeah, I thought that was me for a second. Now it's just someone else on my team. I just got an announcement. Well, tweet from my team saying we've already passed 3,000 on our first day. Real excited about that. I mean, you already know that if you're on my stream right now, but as you can see right at the top, but still, real excited. Yeah, feeling optimistic so far about how we've been doing, and let's see if we can win another match. Fighting at the labs this time. It's noon for today. It's just funny seeing them all pop in all of a sudden. I'm guessing that's because of some ping lag, but it'll just look so funny just seeing some of the entire horde of other animals on their little umbrellas flying in. Someone up top! Someone up top! You know, just entire the umbrella Mar10 just... Yeah, just imagine that scene. That instead of... instead of all the boats laying on the beach, just an entire flat horde of little mutant animals on umbrellas. Yeah, D-Day would probably be a lot cuter looking if that happened. Well, except for the actual fighting, that'd still be messy. But you know, probably more palatable for the kids. We're moving, trying to get flag B. Like someone got flag C. Oh good, we got flag B. Guess but flag C because, you know, that's one we really want to be able to control. No, we got it. Someone throwing gas all over the place. There. Got him. Got high behind me as well. Can we get flag A? Get soup and chicken salad. Strange combo, but I'll accept it. Oh. Yeah, I just saw the cow there pumping me full of darts. Yeah, Making good progress already. And all 3 flags safe. Then chicken flips are the fastest way to run. It got flag A back, but we've got the points from capturing flag A, so that's still good. Oh, we got a roller. Oh. One guy, come on. Yeah, I did pretty good though, taking us all on and getting a flag by himself, but here comes the cavalry. And you got flag B now. Lovely. There it is. Oh. Yeah, I was just trying to find where to interact with the flag and all that gas. And this time, all right front and center this time. The other maps is just a bit off the ways, but oh, right in the middle this time. Oop. Like spike, but good. Nope, not this time, Bat Boy. Yeah, you get down, Crispin. Oh. Where'd that one guy go? Oh, hey. He will be here to escort you home shortly. Stay here, heal a bit. Juice. Okay. Win this match. If you can just get one last kill, then I think that's it. Probably gonna do one last match after this one before calling it nights. It's been a good stream. Managed to get $20 in donations, so I feel at least happy about that as given a streamer my size. Yeah, I just checked Twitter. Someone found some PlayStation 1 game called Fear and Claude on Obscure Game Aesthetics X Twitter. It's this game I think we've had on Cuso Grande or something, and it's not a good one, is what I can tell you. It's isometric PlayStation 1 game, and I remember not being a very good one, but that's all I can really remember about it. But yeah, technically a free game, but not a good one. In the barrier. Alright, I'm a rebel now. I remember it's skunk grenades first. Oh, scouts do, okay. I'll go with the scout then for now. SMG is still a pretty good one. Let's charge up a bow shot for good luck. Uh-oh. I managed to get me right as I popped this bubble. Yeah, like with that game I mentioned, I know there's like a guy named Slopey who he's like one of the old school something awful folks. Cool guy that's probably one of the more progenitors of the Let's Play, and I remember him playing that game and really not liking. I think there's like only one other game that he played right after that was worse, called Cheesy, with especially like with someone which is just real nausea fuel in one stage. Camera works. Oop. He's staying for the enemies, but no, we're on the same team. Back. Maybe we could try Salt again. Maybe that'll help out. Oh. Random bolt just managed to kill Noob there. That was a very lucky shot. My randomly shot out there, popping the Noob. Open the side door. Maybe we can sneak around and got the bot. Left one of the bots is just called your conscience. Another funny is having a bot named Oh Whoa. That would definitely be a silly name in a game like this. Ah, good, finally got flag B. And we get flag C at least. Like beat back. Yeah. You're real back and forth here for flag B. know the southern area is definitely going to be squirming out, the moles popping up. Maybe we can get them. Yeah, try and go around and maybe see if we can go over to Flag C. It's a very dumb plan, but one that might not be expecting. Rifle always goes way faster. I mean, yeah, we're definitely losing this if we can't even defend our own flag like this. You know, at least got the crate. Nope, they got the crate. I mean, they got the kill. Yeah, we're gonna lose this, definitely. Unless one of them just disconnects at the same time. Shoot as many of you guys as I can. Let's go. Oh, we had Flag C for a while? I didn't even notice that. Alright, well, it was an alright match, but I think with that we're gonna put an end to the stream now. Just gonna quickly look to see who else is doing stuff right now, but folks, I want to once again thank y'all for streaming for Starlight, so I'm gonna leave you off with someone else. Here, let me just once again bring up my thing so I can actually get the raid command going. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I remember this stream. And this might be a neat one to bring people onto. Oh yeah, and thanks for the fault, Darius. I must have missed the notification. Let me. Yeah, I'm just looking to see who's doing this. Let's see. Who else is streaming for Starlight? Okay, here's someone who's doing some Starlight stuff. He's playing Contraband, please. So anyway, I'm gonna go send you off to Star Skunk, and I'll see you folks later. Have a good night. Oh, I clicked the raid button there.